Yeah, I just have this amazing testimony that I just wanted to share because this patch has literally changed my life. And like many people I know, and just from your testimonies, obviously too, but I'll try and wrap this up quickly because I know I have a limited amount of time. But I think the whole journey began in 2020 when I got the first round of COVID. And it was a very scary time, of course, right? Because you didn't know if you were going to fall off that cliff and end up on a respirator. There was, no treatments at that time. So it was very scary. But my husband and I both got it, but we recovered. And then about maybe 6 months later, and lots of taste and smell, kind of went through that whole thing. 6 months later, I was away for about a week and I walked into my house and I said to my husband, what is that sulfur smell? What is this? So for the next like 7-ish months, my dog's food smelled like sulfur, onion smelled like sulfur, chicken smelled like this weird, I knew something was going on in my body. Finally, that went away after about 8 months or so. I mean, it took a long time. Then in January of 2020, where are we at then? 2022, I woke up one morning and I was tingling. Literally, if you divided my body in half, from the mid-center back part of my back all the way wrapped around my rib cage was tingling. And I thought, okay, here we go. I'm going to get shingles. Okay, here comes shingles. I waited, tingling for 3 weeks. Nothing happened until finally that stopped. And all of a sudden, from the knees on down, I'm tingling. And I got neuropathy. And I thought, okay, what is this? So I got really scared. So I consulted some doctors and they said, we're going to send you to a specialist. You might have MS, you might have lupus, you might have Lyme disease. I mean, they started mentioning all these horrible diseases, but I could tell something shifted in my body. I could tell something, I didn't feel as strong. I started to feel more achy. I mean, something was literally just going on in my body. So I went through every test you can imagine, 4 different MRIs of my brain, of my back, upper and lower, every blood test, like deep dive blood test, sent me to specialist. Finally on, and I know the date exactly, August 5th of 2022, I went into my final neurology appointment and he said, I'm so sorry, I can't help you anymore. I'm going to refer you to a specialist. And he said, you have peripheral neuropathy. We don't find any no known cause. So it's idiopathic, no known cause, but I can't help you anymore. And I literally hung my head and I looked up at him and said, but yet from the knees on down, I'm still tingling. And he said, I'm sorry, I'm going to refer you even further. So I just left that office that day so defeated and so upset. And I'm, not really old, but I'm not young. And I thought, I have so much more life to live. This is crazy. So a friend of mine came into my art studio the next day. I'm an artist as well as she, and she came in, our friend Jennifer, and she just out of the blue came in to talk about something. And she turned to leave and she said, oh, by the way, let me tell you about this patch. My husband and I just started this patch. Andrew has degenerative disc disease. And she went on and on and on about how much better he felt and how he recovered. And she said, oh, by the way, we patched our dog and our dog is fine. I said, what is this thing? All I heard was it's organic and you use your own stem cells. And I literally started telling her my story. And as I started talking, I can still see myself. I turned my head to the left and tears just started rolling down my eyes because for the first time I felt hopeful. I felt hopeless for all these months and so scared. And she said, I'm going to get you this patch. Don't worry. 15 minutes later, she shows back up in my studio and says, I forgot I had some in the car. I said, slap it on me. I don't even know what the name is. I didn't even care. I said, please just put it on me. So not knowing much about the patch, she gave me, the website and everything to research. But I went home that night and I took the patch off as I should. And I slept. Like I woke up the next morning and went, oh my gosh, my sleep is absolutely incredible. Not knowing that could be one of the benefits. A week later, arthritis is gone in my neck. During COVID, somehow arthritis came. I couldn't even turn my head to back out of my driveway. You can't tell me that's any kind of placebo effect because in a week, the arthritis was gone. Then lo and behold, slowly, the neuropathy would come and go, get worse. Some days I'd get so upset because I'd said, oh, it was better yesterday. But all in all, here I am now. It took about 7.5 months, but it is absolutely completely gone. And it has been at least a month. It's been well over a month that it's gone. And so much so that in November of last year, I talked to my neighbor across the street who has neuropathy so bad in his feet, he was starting not to feel the pedals on his car when he drove. And he absolutely is getting feeling back. His is from diabetic neuropathy. He's getting feeling back in his feet. And for the first time ever, his sugar levels are normal.
Man.
I can't even describe to you how this works. And I just started sharing with everybody that I knew, because it's absolutely incredible. Nobody can tell me this is placebo, because I have the evidence. It is not placebo. Absolutely, absolutely works. So I want to encourage anybody who's feeling hopeless with whatever they have. It can work. Just give your body time. Some people it takes longer. Some people it's real quick. Some things it hits really quick. Sometimes it doesn't. Just give it, absolutely just give it time.
Wow, great job, Joni. That was beautiful.
Was awesome. Thank you
Do
so
it 3
much.
minutes. I tried to keep it short.
Oh, you did amazing.
That was, I could listen to that all night. What, hey, what a miracle. That is awesome.
It is truly a miracle. And I am so grateful. And I'm so grateful for Jennifer, the person who told me about it, who had the guts, who wanted to just share. And that is me too. I just want everybody to know about this, because everybody can get better from something that they have.
That's so true. Thank you so much for sharing.